time. It is time to brew your best beer.
Kevin at Clemens Homebrew coming at you today. We're going to do a quick tour of the new Sjporr Challenge website. That's right, we designed a new website. I put in many hours along with my good buddy Gary Fortin, and you might know as Main Brew Guy. And so the website's looking good, it's moving fast, and it's poised to do a lot more things in the future. Here we are, we're on the home page. And we're going to just start right at the top. You can see SJ and a couple of our sponsors here. We've got our home page, what's news, registration, login, guidelines, winners, recipes, sponsors, about, contacts, and our media type contacts. We're going to start right on the home page. With no further ado, of course, we've got our nice weave that was given to us in the past. And we're going to go down. Our competition for 2019 is the 2019 Broom Mania. That's right, the wrestling term. As we scroll down, you'll get a little more information. You'll see that we've got the 2019 Sjporr Challenge Broom Mania. To be the best, you've got to beat the best. Registration is open, and registration closes August 2nd at midnight. So there's still plenty of time to register. We may extend that, we're not sure. But at any point, you want to get going. You want to register now, folks. Brew the beer. Get it all going. Right here, you can click get more details on timelines, etc., and how the challenge works, and go straight to the registration page from here or here. And it talks a little bit about it. And one of the unique things about this year is that this challenge is going to be where round one, there are no past winners, meaning no first, second, or third U.S. winners. It's just U.S. this year. And that means that you've got a better chance of getting through, because there's going to be less people that have had winning opportunities in the past competing against you. That doesn't mean much. I've had several bombs through the years, and I've taken first place in the U.S. twice. So I've had years that I've not made it out of the first round myself. But at any rate, it's a great opportunity for you, and it gives you a chance to try beers. That means more people are going to make it down to round two to try better beers of other winners, along with past winners that will join in on round two. And finally, round three, it's time for the big beatdown and see who takes first, second, and third. It is a no-holds-barred competition. That's right. That means you can make any beer that you want. Let's go further down on the page. What's the Sjporr Challenge about? It talks about that. You can get more information about that link. And this is this year's committee, so you can see it right there. These are the people that put in enormous hours to make all of this work for you. All right, scrolling down. These are our sponsors. We'll be adding sponsors this year again, as usual. Sponsors got more opportunities this year than ever, because sponsors are going to be able to get organic links. That means that we'll be able to post articles and name stuff about them, and it's going to increase traffic to their websites more than just ads. It's some good stuff for them, not to mention that they'll be getting posts on all of our different media types, as you can see right here, and videos. All right, scrolling down now, it's our purposes listed. We can talk more about that later, but you should know it. You should read it. It's good to know the purpose of the challenge, why we do what we do. A lot of it's for educational purposes. And then you get down to winning recipes. Yeah, these are the winners of the past two sets of years, and we'll get to that more as we go on. And then finally, our bottom page and our links again. All right, we're going to go right up to what's news, because this is a new page for us. If you've not seen this in the past, we're going to be adding more content as we move along. So what's news is first going to have information going on at the top about what's happening in the challenge, where we are. People are competing, when things are due, who winners are. And some of the stuff that's cool I'm going to announce now, but you'll see more about it later, is that we will have a structure set in place that we will be able to announce the winners' names at each juncture along the way. So when round one is done, we'll see the winners for each of the hubs, and their names will be announced. And you'll see how we make that possible. Okay, scrolling down, you'll also see you've got links that get to the specifics on this year's challenge and the dates again. And then we're going to have things like this. So here we've got a video by Bouncer, who is one of our sponsors, and we've got something on electric brewing 101. And this is by Brian at Short Circuited Brewers. We're going to have more things like that on the website. If you've got some great content that you think that we should putting up, whether it's yours or others that we could contact, please let us know, because we'd like to share that and then send links back to those pages so people can come here, they can find the information on what it's about, and then they can go off to great content that other people are supplying that are going to be helpful, because we are about learning. We are about educating one another. Okay, registration. This is going to take you to registration. This is where you'll be able to enter a username for the competition, as well as your password and pertinent information for the challenge, so we can be shipping beer to you, getting stuff from you, etc. And you'll submit that. It'll take you off to being able to pay for it through PayPal, and whether that's by a PayPal account or credit card, but you have those options available to you. Login is something that we're going to have available in the future. There'll be more things available as we expand on the website. So we're going to go over the guidelines. First of all, our guidelines have got all the different categories broken out on the main guideline area. We've got our Broom Mania, of course, here, and our character for that. Information on that and all the details, a link to it. We've got the Sjporr terms and conditions, and again, a link for all the details. We've got the SJPC label guidelines and info. We've got the shipping instructions and guidelines. We've got BrewTube. If you're going to post a video of you reviewing someone's beer, we'll have that. And we're going to have the scoring guidelines and the winners guidelines. So let's just, with no further ado, let's just jump down. Let's take a look at 2019. We've got the dates for round one. Yes, you need to have your beer to your hub by August 26th. So it's coming soon, but there's still time to brew a beer, folks. Pop one out. Let's get in there. Let's be part of the challenge. Guidelines, it's just basically telling us it's a no holds barred competition this year. There's no specifics. You can brew whatever you want, whatever style in terms of a beer or a braggot. All right. Then and then second round, that past champions, the first, second, or third in the U.S. will be joining in. And then round three, everyone's going at it, those who are left from that second round. On the guidelines next is the terms and conditions. That gets into more details. You can look at that on your own. And then bottling and labeling guidelines. So it has changed a little bit, folks. This year, there are no personal labels allowed. So no personalization, so it doesn't give away who you are. It's going to be much more strict with unique IDs on every round. And this is why we can show your name. We can announce your name when you win in your hub group. If you're in one of the top three, your name will be announced by Sjporr himself. And then on the next round, round 2 or 3, as you go on, you'll get a new number. So that way it kind of stays, you stay hidden, don't you? That's the whole purpose of that, is to kind of keep it unique, keep it fresh, and yet have a little more fun with naming people as we go along. You also, on your labels, are only going to be putting the SJPC number, the ID number for that round, what round number it is again, the beer style, not any description of it, so you're not influencing people, and the ABV, so they know what they're consuming, at least in terms of ABV. And here's a sample of it. And as you scroll further down, it says things you can't put on the label, just to be as clear as possible. And we do have an option for clicking on and then bringing up a Word document. We've got different sizes for different labels, but basically you would go and put your ID number here, the round number here. You could copy and paste this to all the other cells, but there it is. It's all set up for you, and with 3 different label sizes that you can use, or you can create your own, as long as you just have the pertinent information there. In terms of bottling, as in the past, we just want 12-ounce bottles or 12-ounce PET. We don't want 16-ounce. That keeps the weight down. That keeps the cost down. That's really important to us. And one thing that's new is you could ship 12-ounce cans, and we have people that will be doing that, and that's quite fun. It shows the information that should be on your bottle or can again, same as before in the packaging, as you saw, and has all the information. Oh, and who's this guy? And then this funny little guy, he shows you good ways to pack those so that things don't get dented and damaged on their way, particularly broken. And if they do get broken, how they can make it through anyway to the person on the other end. YouTube beer reviews. We do encourage those. We encourage you to review beers. But what we don't want you to do is we want you to post them after the winners are announced for that round, so that you're not influencing people. So with round 1, after SJ announces them, then go ahead and post the videos that you've made of those beers if you do that. And then on top of it, we show you even how, right here, we should make that bold, shouldn't we? How then to label it so people can quickly and easily find the videos for their beers, as well as others. The 2019 Sjporr Challenge, will actually get you to all of them. But by labeling like that, it's going to make it easy for all of us. You will want to post, though, the video. They're not here yet, but we'll have them with our sponsors in the intro. You'll want to put that at the beginning of your videos. And that's only fair because then our sponsors get some advertising dollars out of this for providing that money. Scoring. Scoring is important. We give you information on what scoring means, and this is really important. So if you're going to score something 37 to 40 overall, that means it's not just a commercial beer, but it's a world-class level commercial beer. Shouldn't be giving out that score unless you think this is pretty close to a white whale, right? And then excellent means that it's a commercial beer level. Could be selling on the shelves, no question about it. A lot of us should be looking at things in this good to excellent range. Very good means it's well crafted, and minor changes will take it to a commercial level. And good is drinkable homebrew. Minor flaws, but it's still a good beer. So you get the concept. You really want to fall within those categories as you are reviewing these beers, so we get some consistent scoring for all of the people, and they get some good input coming back to them. But in addition to that, we do have the guidelines that are downloadable, so you can just simply click on that. It explains the number system again. It gives a little more information on judging and how we want you to judge, as well as some descriptors in terms of appearance and aroma, flavors, mouthfeel, overall, how you might describe it. And also, we do have the BJCP guidelines. Now, we don't adhere strictly to them, and we don't expect beers to adhere strictly to a particular style. So if someone made a Bock style with a little bit of hoppy character, American Bock. So we do encourage creativity, but this does give you information on a beer style, so it helps you understand beers much more. And then finally, we do have below a sample scoring sheet so that you can see what a scoring sheet will look like. You'll get these scoring sheets sent to you. It's going to have the ID number of the person that you're scoring and your ID number right here. As you fill in the spaces, you'll put in your comments, and it will total all by itself up above. And so you will get these sent out to you. That's basically what it looks like. But in addition to that, we do have a link that will allow you to click on, so you can bring up and come over here and download and or print, so that if you want to do like I do, get it on a little pad outside, bring it out, and review your beers on the back porch with a video and make notes as you go along. You can enter it onto a spreadsheet later to submit. And then finally, we have the winner's terms and conditions. And this says what you can expect. Basically, it's saying you got to give us your recipe. Your recipe can be posted on the Sjporr Challenge website, as you'll see here in a moment. And also, it can be posted over on the BrewTubers Online Brewing Club website as well. That is our right hand as far as social activities and sharing recipes and information in general. Because we consider ourselves BrewTubers, at least those of us who are making and or watching videos on YouTube. And finally, we do reserve the right that we could turn these into kits and sell them through the grain bill online. And that is an option that we reserve, and that is so that we can raise additional money to make all these things available as we move forward. Let's go right over to winners. We've got the winners here of the past, and you can jump around and see winners named by regions and so forth, as they've been worldwide and not so worldwide. You'll see at the top that we do have different years, and you can jump down to year. We'll hop down to 2013. Oh, look, there's Kevin Clements. This comes homebrew dude, and he took first place in 2013. I'm really pleased about that. I don't know how I managed that, because I know guys that brew way more often, and personally I think brew way better than me, because I won my first time out, and I knew squat 2013, folks. So go ahead and enter the challenge. I can hit the top of the page, and we can jump down again to other years. And then finally, when we go over to recipes, this is just the sweet spot right here. So here you got your top 3 winners of the world for 2017. That's right. We've got Simon Gladding, we've got Grant Baker, Josh Hoover here, and we've got winners from the previous time, 2016, like this funny character over here that took 3rd in the world. And when you click on them, It's going to take you over. You can see that they took whatever place, first place for Grant Baker, was with the Baker Boys Amber Ale. It's an American amber ale that he made. And you scroll down and you'll see the recipe and information on that. But you don't have to memorize that, because right down here we've got a link that you can click on. And again, it's going to open a PDF that you can download or print right at home. So easy to access recipes as we move along. Our sponsors are really important to us. We ask that you go ahead and spend some money with them. But as we say, buy products, tell friends, and post about them in social media to spread the word, and also to make it worthwhile for them to provide income. They pay for subsidizing shipping and our website costs. All of our administrative costs, our legal costs. That's right, we're a club and we have to file taxes. So sponsors provide payment for all of that. And so we do encourage you to use our sponsors. And finally, on the About page, this tells you what the Sjporr Challenge is, how does it work, how it began, the purpose of the challenge, and our core values. So it's all right there, folks. It's all right there, part of the Sjporr Challenge. This year's 2019 Broom Mania. I encourage you to be in it. I've already entered the challenge. I've already paid to enter, and I look forward to being a part of this year's challenge again. I hope that you do too. This is Kevin Clemens saying, brew beer, brew some beautiful beer. Enter the challenge then and enjoy the labor of somebody else's brewing. See you, everybody.